Hi friends, welcome to IT Board. In this session we are going to see about offset fetch class in SQL Server. This feature enabled from SQL Server version 2012 and this class provides you with an option to fetch only a window or page of results from the result set. Offset fetch can be used only with the order by class. This is a mandatory for offset fetch. This is a syntax order by with order by expression, ascending and descending, and with the offset rows and with fetch limited rows. Here offset means say integer constant or offset row count expression, then row or rows. Specifies the number of rows to skip before starting to return rows from the query expressions. The argument for the offset class can be an integer or expression that is greater than or equal to 0. You can use row and rows interchangeably. This means how to skip the 10 rows or 20 rows from the result set. We can use with the offset facility. So we can here mention with offset 10 rows or offset 1 row or offset 20 rows, then fetch first or next or with the row count expression with row or rows only. See, offset 10 rows, then fetch 20 rows only. So it will skip the first 10 row and fetch 20 rows. Specifies the number of rows to return after processing the offset class. The argument for the fetch class can be an integer or expression that's greater than or equal to 1. You can use row and rows interchangeably. Similarly, first and next can be used interchangeably. So let us check with the simplest example. Here we get one table with ASCII character value and the character name. So here I'm going to use order by class with ASCII char. So here ASCII char and character name. So this is a simple select statement. We are going to use with offset first 5 rows and fetch next 20 rows only. So for that split it into two separate select statement. See, in the first select statement it will fetch the complete rows, that is 66 rows. Previously defined the table is it contains a value from 65 to 130 ASCII character and its corresponding characters. So it will fetch the complete result set from the actual table with the order by class, and second one is using offset first to 5 rows. So it will skip the 65 to 69. This is 5 rows. It will skip the 5 rows within the order by class based on order by condition and fetch next 20 rows from 70 to 89. Here we can use offset 50 rows and fetch next 2 rows. So it offset, that means engine will skip the first 50 rows. So it will have to skip ASCII character 114 and fetch the next 2 rows. So these are the simplest example for offset fetch class. There are some limitations in using this offset fetch class. This first one is order by is mandatory to use offset and fetch class. So we must use order by class, then we can use offset and fetch. Offset class is mandatory with fetch, so it's a mandatory for fetch. You can never use order by and fetch only. So we must use offset and fetch. Top cannot be combined with offset and fetch in the same query expressions. So both are the relevant functions to fetch the limited rows. And offset fetch row count expressions can be any arithmetic constant or parameter expressions that will return an integer value. So we mention the row expression. It will be a constant or arithmetic or parameter value, and the row count expression does not support scalar subqueries. So these are the simplest example. So this topic will be very useful to you. If you like this session, please like and subscribe. Thank you, friends.